This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
The award-winning Lee Pitts Live is brought to you by Hodges University. Build the future you at Hodges University.
Southwest Florida, welcome back to another edition of Lee Pitts Live. On this Sunday morning, we're here in Clemente Park, nestled in the heart of the fabulous historic Dunbar community. And speaking of history, we're in front of the Williams Academy, which is a part of the Lee County Black History Museum, headed up by Jared Eden. It has just been a fabulous experience here, and we'll be here again next week. Have a fabulous show for you. Today, we'll get a chance to talk to some youth. You know, I always get excited about the youth, and so we're gonna have some kids here who are members of the Teen Advisory Council. We'll also get a chance to talk to Gary Bostic. He's the Senior Recreation Manager for the City of Fort Myers Recreation Division. And we'll talk to a representative from Kirk Clausen's office, Ilbert Ziegler, District Representative for that office. All that's happening on Lee Pitts Live. Keep it live. We'll be right back. Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lee Pitts Live here in fabulous outdoors in Clemente Park at the Black History Museum in the heart of Dunbar, in the heart of the city of Fort Myers. I am so thrilled to have my good friend Gary Bostic here, along with a youth who's a part of the Teen Advisory Council for the city of Fort Myers, Nardos, Bekele. Nardos, welcome to Lee Pitts Live.
Thanks for having me.
Gary, welcome to Lee Pitts Live.
As always, a pleasure.
Let's bump you in. I got past that name. Okay, people already heard that name. We love to let people know we have an international flavor here. And we have somebody here from Ethiopia, your parents, right? You're second or third generation been in America?
First.
First generation?
Mm-hmm.
What part of Ethiopia do you know?
Well, my mom is from Amara and my dad is from Tigray.
There you go. So glad to get you here and glad to bring that African flavor, okay?
Thanks for having me.
Gary, what is I know you're with the city of Fort Myers and you're a manager in Parks and Recreation, but you're also a teen, you're advisor. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm the youth advisor, or the adult advisor, actually, mentor to the Teen Advisory Council. This group was formed back in 2009 by the Youth Services Coalition, which is made up of about 43 different youth-based organizations. And from this organization, they created a youth voice to the city of Fort Myers, and that's where the Teen Advisory Council was born.
Now, we had you guys here last year, same location, just a coincidence. We moved around. Right. And you had these shirts that had a big X on them, something like bullying.
Bully X.
Tell us what's the status on that program.
We're still revamping our, actually we're in the middle of revamping that website again. We're still looking to focus on bullying because that is a very important issue here in Lee County, as well as in the state, in this whole entire country.
Right.
So.
And as people are looking at photos of the various children who've been a part of this program, you guys are a pretty large organization now, right? How many students are involved in the Teen Advisory Council?
Yeah, we call us TAC, that's correct. Right now we have about 14, and we're trying to keep it a little smaller. We do welcome anyone that wants to join, but we do keep it a little small so that it's more organized and we can get through our meetings without taking too much time.
And you guys got a chance to go to the Dominican Republic, the DR.
That is correct.
You'll be happy to know I have been to the DR. I get to travel the world. I was in Puerto Plata. And
beautiful.
So I enjoyed the whole process and riding on the motorcycles and being down there in the DR. What type of impact did you think that had on the students who got a chance to travel to the DR?
I think we had a significant impact on the students we met at Dominican Republic. They were really happy to see us because we were teaching them English as well as learning Spanish. And it was really nice to meet a group of people who was just like us. The only thing different is our culture and our language, and it was really nice to meet them.
Now, you said you had an impact on them. What type of impact did they have on you?
Oh, wow,
And the
a
other
great
students?
impact because I was able to learn a lot about Dominican Republic culture, their foods, their language. It was really nice to meet a group of people who teach you a lot of things.
Now, Gary, you were there with the students. We see you in pictures. As you were seeing those students engaged in the learning process, I know you have a military background, so you've been outside of the United States. What was that like for you to see them in that learning process as well?
Well, you know, it was also a thrill for me because that was my first time in the Dominican Republic. But to see them go through the different changes that from going through the passport process when we first landed,
Right.
and going through the checkpoints of customs and that sort of thing. And for us to be able to finally see the city itself of Santiago, that's our sister city to the city of Fort Myers, it was fantastic. And to see them be able to experience all that. And we did get a chance to go to Punta Plata too, which is also a beautiful area. So it was a great experience for me.
Now, our good friend Leonardo Garcia,
Right.
he was instrumental in making that process happen. I want to shout him out as well. Tell us how Leonardo got involved in this.
Well, as a matter of fact, we did an International Youth Day event last year, which was done by the United Nations. And during that time, I contacted him to see about doing a Skype chat to his school, which is the New York Center in Santiago, and contact some of his English-speaking students. And so we did a Skype chat, and they invited us over to the Dominican, and from there, we decided to, why not, and raise the funds to go.
Amazing.
Yeah.
When you first joined the TAC, did you have any concept that one day you would be traveling out of the United States?
No, I didn't. My mentor, Veronica, she told me to join this because it will be helpful for the teens, and I want to make an impact in the community. And when I first joined, I was really happy because I was one of the teens who actually help out the community and change teens' lives.
Now, when you were in the DR, they speak a different language from us, different culture. What was that whole experience like, you know, communicating to people who speak a different language and taking in the culture? And did you get to eat some of that great food over there?
Oh yeah, we ate a lot of great food. Well, it was really difficult at the beginning when we got there. It was really hard to communicate with the locals, but Mr. Leonardo Garcia introduced us to one of the teachers at New York Center, and she was able to translate what we were talking about to the locals and what they were talking about to us. So it was
Now, did you
easy.
guys get to have some fun too? I mean, you got to do all the work kind of things, and did you get to have some fun? Well, everything was fun all the way?
Yeah, it
go ahead.
was really fun. We were able to teach them English. We went to Puerto Plata. The beaches were amazing, and we ate good food.
What did you learn from your trip?
I learned a lot of things. One thing I learned is that everyone is the same. The only thing that's different is the culture and their language. And it was really nice to see, like, they were teaching us Spanish, we were teaching them English. It's like a good connection of teams. It was really nice.
Gary, how many students went from the City of Fort Myers TAC program?
We took 5 students and 1 female escort as well, so that we could, you know, have a balance. And the kids had a great time. And unfortunately, one of our students had to leave early because of his obligation with his organization. So, but we still had a great time. We spent 6 days there, and they had a great experience.
Well, how did it impact you as a leader?
Well, for one, I always wanted to take my TAC team somewhere different other than in the city or even out of the city. We've been to Hollywood, not California, but Florida, and we've been to Orlando, but we wanted to do, this was something totally different. And when we had the opportunity to go, all I saw was, let's do this and let's make sure that we can make it a very important part of their lives and have this experience.
Great. Congratulations on that. We're proud of everything you guys have been able to do. One final question. Students who are watching now, parents who are watching now, and they want to get their children involved in the Teen Advisory Council, TAC, are there available spots, and how do you become a member of TAC?
Well, to become a member, first you have to apply, then you have to get interviewed by the Recreation Office. And I think they should join because there's a lot of things we do throughout the year that's really good for students. And we're actually making a difference at teens' life, and we're the voice of the Fort Myers teens.
Cool. Gary, we're gonna, when we go to a break and come back, we're gonna talk to 2 other members of TAC. Just kind of give us a quick synopsis of who these 2 gentlemen are.
It's Antoine Major and Jordan Phillips. Jordan is our vice president and Antoine is our secretary, and they are a very intricate part of our organization. And this is the male counterpart that we spoke of in the earlier show. So they'll be great representatives.
All right. We're gonna go to a break. When we come back, some more teens here from TAC. City of Fort Myers is on the move. We'll be right back.